Hi guys, and welcome to my new series In the Kitchen with Judi. If you've been watching my vlog, you would have seen when I am not at work, I am in my kitchen. I love being in the kitchen. My husband and I love creating delicious meals and entertaining for our family and friends. We book our holidays around food. That's how much we love it. And I personally just have such a great appreciation. It brings me so much joy, and I love a delicious home-cooked meal. In our household, we have regular go-to recipes, and I want to show those to you through this series because we try and have super easy, convenient but tasty and nutritious family favorites. In this series will be me cooking delicious family favorite dinners as well as kids lunches and some meal prep for the week ahead. Sometimes it will be just me in the kitchen, but I am surrounded by amazing and exceptional cooks just like me who love to cook just for their families. So every now and then I'm going to have the occasional guest join me to cook their favorite recipes for you. Today I'm cooking my version of Moroccan honey lemon chicken tagine. I have to tell you, when my family and I were in Morocco in 2019, one of our first meals in Marrakesh was exactly this, a Moroccan tagine. And I knew as soon as my kids devoured that meal that I would be coming home and recreating that. And I have literally been making this ever since then. So guys, join me in the kitchen. Let's go see how I make this. And I really hope you love it. All right, so here we are. About to cook our chicken tagine, lemon and honey tagine with a couscous salad. So I'm gonna actually take some of this out and we're just gonna focus here on this chicken first because there are two parts. We have the salad and the chicken, but I first wanna get the chicken on because the prep time for this is around 10 minutes and then in the oven for about 40 minutes, so let's get started. So guys, I use the Moroccan spice blend from Master Foods. I've been using this for the last 4 years and I get super stressed when it's not in my house if I've run out, and I always get the extra large. So I've got backups of this in my pantry and I'm not lying to you because I love it so much. It just brings so much flavor to the chicken, and as you can see, I really lather my chicken up with this. Okay, so we're gonna fry this chicken up now. Let's get this olive oil nice and hot in the pan before we add the chicken. All right, so now we're just going to make our stock because after I fry off the chicken, I like it to be nice and brown and nice and crispy. We're then going to pop that into the oven for about, I would say about 40 minutes. So in this stock, I am putting chicken stock, quite a bit. You can use honey. I'm going to use rice malt syrup for this. And because it's a honey lemon tagine, I like to use quite a lot of the honey. Yum, and just a dash more for good luck. And then a good squeeze of lemon. We want quite a bit of lemon. Oh, yum. Food is definitely my love language. Good. I've just boiled the kettle, so I'm going to add the hot water to the stock. And let's give that a stir, and then that can just sit there, dissolving all those flavors coming together while we fry off our chicken. That pan is really nice and hot, the oil is hot, so wait for this sizzle to start. Oh, hear that sizzle? That's good. Beautiful. We'll come back to that in a couple of minutes. I actually like to cut this up into cubes, just like this. And we're going to use that flavor in the chicken when we pour that stock in. That's looking pretty good. Perfect, that's good. See that one there? That's a beautiful, nice brown crust. That's what I go for. So we're just gonna flip it on the other side, brown that off a little bit, and then we should be ready to pop that one in the oven really soon. That chicken is looking delicious. So now we're just gonna put it into a nice heavy cast iron pot. This one looks vintage because it is. This one is actually my mother-in-law's. She gave it to Chris and I years and years ago. So it may not be aesthetically pleasing, but it is perfect. It does the job. All right, we're just gonna add that stock now to our pan. I don't tip it on the chicken because I don't want to get rid of the flavor that we've just created. So just pour it into those little pockets. I love having a little bit of extra juice in there because I tip it over the salad that we're about to create. Okay, so can you see that? We are now just going to add some olives to the top, and then that lemon that I saved earlier, we're just going to add that in. That is going to give it a beautiful flavor. I'm going to pop that in the oven now for about 40 minutes, and that is going to be so tender and beautifully cooked. This pumpkin is for our salad, so we're just going to roast this off just with a little bit of salt and pepper. Right, now I'm just going to pour some of those juices on. Oh, so delicious. And a little sprinkle of coriander just on top. All right, I have my couscous nice and fluffy here in the salad bowl. Just going to put in our roasted pumpkin, some freshly chopped kale, chopped almonds, and just to add a bit of sweetness, we are going to add some cranberries. If you can get your hands on some pomegranate, I love to use pomegranate in this recipe, but every time I go to the store, I find it very difficult to find it. I think actually because it's not in season right now. And some chopped mint. You can see there is a lot of flavor going into this salad. And we love herbs. I love using herbs in salad. This is the leftover coriander that we used on our chicken. And just to top it off, this is some leftover juice from the chicken, which we are going to dress the salad with. So this has got lemon, honey, chicken stock. Oh my goodness. Wow. Let's toss all of that together. Right, and time to plate that one up. All right, guys, that is our yummy couscous salad, full of goodness. Again, this is going to go really nicely as a base for our chicken. Let's go serve. All right, I just need to quickly talk about the setting because my husband owns Linen Social, which is linen bedding, apparel, but he also has these really beautiful tablecloths, which he let me borrow today. And we also have these gorgeous linen napkins. I chose this color today to pair with our Moroccan dish because of the color. The color of the dish is so beautiful and vibrant, and I wanted something to match that, but be contrasting. So that's why I went for this color, which I think is called Native Berry. I also have these great napkin rings. There are so many different ways to dress napkins, and look, if you need a lesson, let me know. I'm happy to put a vlog together on how we can style our table using napkins in different ways. I have these great woven placemats, which I use as a regular as well. Then I use a lot of dried flowers because dried flowers are just an easy way to keep moving them around the house and reusing them. But every now and then through holidays or if we have people over, I would use fresh flowers. But I just needed to tell you about this setting because I absolutely love using this tablecloth when we have guests over. So anyway, definitely jump on, check out Linen Social. It is beautiful. I know. I know. Our favorite. Yum. This, oh, You love this. Yes.